Bring that joy. Bring that joy. Bring that joy.
In one word, describe the game's hangout.
Vibrant. Everyone's kind of getting along, playing games.
I would be underestimating if I gave it any less than a 10. Right? I've met some fantastic people here today, so it's a 10.
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Especially this drink from Court of Cards. Yes, the best drink ever. Passion fruit.
I had a lot of fun. Honestly, I feel I've been in touch with my inner child, which is something I should do more.
Such a different atmosphere altogether. I don't think I have ever been to such an event earlier.
What's your impression of Builders Tribe so far?
Builders Tribe just screams community. It's just for the people.
The way you've managed and organized this event, I'm really impressed because it's something that we haven't done before and we were lacking as a community.
It's a nice community. I love how you came up with the idea to network with a lot of people. Networking, chilling, hanging out, playing cards. I love it. Drinks, especially. I love my drinks.
Community. Coming together. I've met 60 people today, which is really good, and I'm going to take those meetings further. I'm going to just through games.
It is getting interesting, and I think after today's conversation that I had around the table, there's some interesting subject and plan and project coming up.
This tech community is different in terms of the way networking is being happening. There are these young minds behind it, so we get to learn a lot with these guys.
I've been looking for a community such as this for quite some time.
It's a lovely community actually, and diverse. I love that I met some people who work with as mentors in the community, and it's also fun to see some university students joining, so there's a really diverse, let's say, background of people joining all in all.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to today's episode. Well, this is the first episode anyway. Welcome to the first episode of Tech Forward Talks with Builders Tribe. We're very excited today to bring this edition of this segment to you. It's a very new segment that we had just decided to bring out on board, I think so. Last year, while we were wrapping up last year as Builders Tribe, one of the successes we had was our virtual summit, where we had like speakers coming with their professional speakers who have like years of experience in tech come in and talk about their tech experience. And it was a great session because people were able to learn so much, and we were able to say, you know what, this year we're going to do more of that. So this year we're going to have more people, we're going to bring more professionals to come talk about their years of experience and constantly give value to our audience, constantly give value to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're very excited to have you join us today for this tech session. Look, this is traditional. We have to do this. It's customary at this point. You have to tell me where you're watching from in the comment section. Come on, let's go crazy in the comment section. Tell me where you're watching from, where you're watching from, what country, what state. We'd like to know. Let's go. Ajiri is watching from Qatar. Who else do we have? What other country? Let's see what region that wins, guys. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Smrita is watching from India. Yay, Smrita, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Who else? Who else do we have someone watching from? Temi is watching from Nigeria. Amazing. Welcome, Temi. We're happy to have you. Sam is watching from Lagos. Tomiwa is watching from Nigeria, Africa to the world. It's so good to have you guys here. Welcome, everybody. We are so happy that you're here with us today. Very quickly, I'm going to introduce Builders Tribe and tell you what Builders Tribe is about. So, if this is your first time joining us for any of our events, this is Builders Tribe. And Builders Tribe is a tech community. We're currently based out of Qatar, but the goal is the entire MENA region. So, what we're doing at Builders Tribe is we're building a community that is simple for people to just network with each other, talk about what they're working on, collaborate easily, right, and build amazing ideas, right? Who knows? Maybe you have an idea that you've been thinking about, you're not exactly sure what that idea it looks like, you're not exactly sure what that idea is going to become. When you come to Builders Tribe, as a community, we would help you, we would talk to you, we would ask you questions, we would support you throughout your journey of figuring out what you want to do. It doesn't matter who you are. Are you a tech professional? Are you a tech founder, investor? Are you a tech enthusiast? You're wondering, what is this tech thing that everybody keeps saying? Everyone is welcome at Builders Tribe as a community. We have our first event was last year, August. Our second event was in October last year. It was amazing. We had 80 people attend. And this year we're going to be doing much more. This is our first official event for the year. Let me see some people celebrating in the comment section. Our first event for the year. We have other amazing events lined up, for the year. With more of that at the end of the video. Um, this is also an invitation for you. If you are not following us on Builders Tribe, you are wrong. Use this opportunity now. Subscribe to our YouTube channel because we have more of this content coming out throughout this year, so you do not want to miss out. Hit the subscribe button. Follow us across all our social media channels. Our social media handle is simple: Builders Tribe HQ. Builders Tribe HQ. Follow us everywhere. Follow us on Twitter. We're on Twitter. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Instagram. Follow us across all our socials so you can stay updated on all the amazing things that we're going to be doing this year. All right, very quickly, I have to introduce our speaker today. We have an amazing speaker today. We're very lucky to have him. So we have with us today, we have Ahmed Nasser. So Ahmed Nasser is the founder and CEO of Stride. We're very lucky to have him join us today on today's episode of Tech Forward Talk, which is Fail Fast, Learn Faster, Startup Lessons You Cannot Ignore. Now you're probably thinking startup lessons you cannot ignore, but I don't have a startup. I'm not building a startup company. It's okay. This is knowledge that also that that's also important for businesses and entrepreneurs. Doesn't matter what you're building, you need these lessons. And we're very happy that we have Mohammed join us today. And now we're going to bring Mohammed on stage. Hi, Ahmed. How are you doing today?
Hi, Michael. Hi, everyone. All is okay. Thanks for having
Yeah,
me tonight.
welcome. We're so excited to have you join us today. We're so excited to have you come share everything that you have for us today. All right. I think Ahmed, look, before you introduce yourself, we have to ask you an interesting question, right? We always do. Tell us something interesting about yourself. Tell us a fun fact about you.
Okay. Although I have engineering background, electronics and communication, and I have worked in uh, companies and factories with dirty hands, I'm also in business. That's what I do in days, all over the day and in night. And not a lot know, not many people know that about me, that I am a novel writer, and I have published a novel called The Inspired years ago here in Egypt, and I'm working on my next novel these days.
That is very exciting. Mo. I did not even know about that, Ahmed. Interesting.
Yeah, I
Amazing.
know
I like to read about your stories sometime soon. It's great to meet you. All right, very quickly. So we'll take a break. We'll just take a short break, and then very quickly we'll bring Ahmed back on stage, and then we'll kick off. So after now, I'm going to be handing over to Ahmed. Guys, bring your notes, bring your pen, everything you have, because Ahmed is going to be sharing amazing knowledge with us today, guys. I have my note and my pen. So right, all right, guys. I will see you back shortly.
Bring that joy. Bring that joy. Bring that joy. Bring that joy.
All right, welcome back, guys. We are very excited to have you. If you are just joining us now, this is Tech Forward Talks with Builders Tribe. And today we have an amazing guest with us, Ahmed Nasser. He's going to be sharing, he's the founder and CEO of Stride Consultants. He's based out of Egypt, and he's going to be sharing very insightful lessons from a very exciting topic, which is fail fast, learn faster, startup lessons you can't ignore. Right. So I'm going to be bringing Ahmed on stage now. Ahmed, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Welcome, everyone. Today, we will be discussing the fail fast, learn faster philosophy. Actually, I'm glad to be here tonight with you all. And I'd like to thank Builders Tribe for giving me this kind of invitation. Throughout the journey, we will be discussing the right mindset to navigate the way to our entrepreneurial success. So please make it a two-way communication. I like everybody of you to interrupt and raise the e-hand and ask questions. Now, please fasten your seatbelt and let's start the journey. First, let me introduce myself. This is Ahmed Nasser, and I'm a startup consultant. I'm founder and CEO of Stride Consultant. I like to say that I help founders to build scalable startups from scratch, literally from scratch. I'm on a mission to help startups make it. I'm a curious learner, and I have worked with dozens of startups all over the MENA region, especially in Egypt, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and I have mentored, consulted, and worked hand in hand with amazing founders over the past years. So let's start the journey. It's a journey. We will be using the analogy between the road trip and the entrepreneurial journey to explain things tonight, guys. So imagine yourself setting out on a road trip. You have a starting point, you have a destination, and you're taking a vehicle that takes fuel. You have a lot of roadblocks. There is a milestones on the way, and there is a lot of the support systems along the way also. Exactly the same way, similarly, that how it works in entrepreneurship. We begin with a vision, we set goals, and we develop our products and services, and we progress. We face the challenges, we celebrate achievements, and we rely on our network of somehow. So the journey has 7 main elements that we will be discussing throughout this presentation. Okay, it's the starting point. Okay, this is symbolizing the initial vision of the idea or the idea. The point you start at the startup, at that point, you should be having some kind of a vision. This is the starting point. You know where you are heading to with that business. And Number two, you have a destination. This is the end goal or the objective from the whole business. It represents your ultimate aim as entrepreneur. The vehicle, it illustrates your way to travel, your mean to travel. It's the product and service you're gonna be launching to the market. Then you need the fuel. This is the energy needed to make a progress in your journey, which is in the entrepreneur journey. It's the mindset, it's the motivation that takes you uh, to complete the journey to the end. Then you will have a roadblocks that includes obstacles, that includes challenges that you will be encountering along the way. There will be also milestones on the road, which are the significant achievements or progress points that you are achieving during the journey. There will be also a supporting systems. It's like a road assistance. It's and in the entrepreneurial journey, it's mentors, advisors, and peer network. So we are symbolizing the journey in entrepreneurship exactly like you are getting out from a start point and ending to an end point. Like you're leaving your country, for example, and going to another company. You will need a plane that has a fuel, and there is a GPS system, and there is a lot of help all over the road. Okay, so let's start and explain it one by one. The starting point, it's to identify your vision and goals. Okay, guys, if there is any questions at any point, please feel free to interrupt and ask questions. As you know, all entrepreneurship is all about uncertainty, and only 9 out of 10 startups may not be able to make it along the journey. Okay, it's really tough journey, and as an entrepreneur, you know it from day one. Because as you know, startups have two main characteristics that differentiate startups from normal businesses. That is innovation and scalability. And based on that, you there will be a lot of risks that you gonna encounter, and there will be a lot of uncertainty you have to work with over the journey. So starting with a vision and goals is very key over that journey. It all also starts with you as a founder. You are passionate about adding some value to life. You are seeing you as a founder as innovator who is taking calculated risk, who is eyeing market opportunities, who are delivering the right solutions to the market. And to be doing it the right way, you have to have a vision. And based on that vision, you then start to articulate your mission and objectives very clearly. And these objectives will be the destination where you gonna be reaching out to the end point or the goal, the ultimate goal of that business. So at the very early start point of this journey, ask yourself and try to answer these three fundamental questions, which is, what problem am I solving? Okay, you should have a very clear, a very concise, a very well described, a very real problem that you are solving for the a target segment that you are targeting. And this comes to the next question: who is my target audience? Do I know them perfectly? Do I have the personas for the customers I'm gonna work on? And the third question is, what impact do I aim to achieve? And so having well-defined vision will guide you throughout the journey, okay, and will help you identify the end point. So that's where we start currently. We have a vision, and based on that, we articulate the mission and the ultimate goals, and we can now start the journey. The startup journey. It all starts with an idea that will grow with time to be a business, and you as a talented guy and will be building an organization. Every single startup, as everybody know, that passes through three main phases. It's the formation phase and the validation phase and the growth phase. The ultimate goal of the formation phase is to have a mission and a vision and a strategy. It all starts with an idea that targets market, which could be scalable. You are alone. You still have no founders, no co-founders. You still don't have cash. You still don't have clear idea about the marketing you are targeting. So it's a good opportunity for you now to make the whole research needed to be understanding clearly and answering the main fundamental questions around the problem, the competition, the market, the co-founders, the vision, the mission, and everything you need to be answered. So you have a clear starting point. After that, you work in conceptualizing this idea into a problem statement, solution statement, a business model statement, and you have everything articulated. And you perhaps have one co-founder or two. You started to get some kind of commitment. You started to build some kind of team. And after that, you get the commitment and you have the shareholder agreement with the co-founders and you have a vision founder fit. This is the very crucial phase of the startup, which is the formation phase. And here comes the mindset of fail fast, learn faster. Okay? If you did the exercise in the right way at every single stage and you didn't bypass from one stage to another, except doing that exercise well, you give yourself the opportunity to succeed in the right way. And we're going to explain it in the later slides, okay? After that comes the validation, which is the core of that session, which adopted the mindset of learn, fail fast, and learn faster. We adopted the lean startup methodology. And after that, we moved to the scaling, the growth, after having a scalable and sustainable business model. So with a clear vision in place, we have set the destination. We know the destination now. We have set the short and term long goals. And while setting these goals, let's discuss together or revise together the model of a smart framework of setting up goals. It's like specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bounded. Now you have set your milestones and success criteria. Let's say you are acquiring 1,000 active customer within مثلا for 6 months. So the goal is smart because it's 1,000, it's specific, it's measurable, it's achievable, and it's relevant to achieving a milestone over the journey. Okay. So over the journey, now let's talk about the vehicle. We now know the starting point, the destination, and we have set goals that are smart, and it's time to define the vehicle. Okay. The vehicle is building your product or service. Okay. We often began with a minimum viable product, which is a very simple version of the product or the service we're gonna deliver to the market. It has the core features necessary to solve the primary problem we are solving for our customers. So the business model is all about creating a value, delivering a value, and capturing a value. Your value proposition and how you're gonna deliver it to your customers, and how you're gonna capture this value, how you will make money out of this business model. So in that stage, we need to have sustainable and scalable business model. Sustainable means that it will be making revenue and it will be reaching the break-even point at some point, and after that will be profitable. And it will be scalable only when it can afford the growth without having to substantially change the whole business model. And as you know, there is a lot of questions here to be answered, like the customer segment, who are you are creating the value for, the value proposition, what value you're gonna deliver to the customer, the channels, how you will deliver this value to the customer relationships, how you're gonna acquire, how you're gonna retain, how you're gonna grow your customers, the key resources, what resources you're gonna need to create this value for your customers, the key activities, like what activities you're gonna perform to create this value, the partnerships you need, and the cost structure you will be using to generate that value. So in that stage, we need to make sure that we have a sustainable and scalable business model, which is the vehicle, which is the product or a service we are delivering to the customer. And without having the right vehicle, arriving to the destination will not be that easy. Okay. Okay. Also, how do we define a robust business model? We need it to be sustainable business model. What does it mean to have a sustainable business model? Sustainable business model means that the created value is larger than the captured, or the customer can perceive that the created value you are delivering to the customer is much greater than the captured value, which is the money you get from the customer side. And the money you get from the customer side is much larger than the cost of delivery. So I, as a customer, buy a product or a service from your side, and I feel like I'm a winning because I feel like I got a value that is really, really larger than the money I paid for, as long as I'm perceiving it as it's a success from my side. So I will give you that money, and you will take this money, and the cost of delivering the value to me will be less than the money I give to you. So you have a sustainable business model. And this will be the vehicle to reach or to come to the end point of that journey. So over the journey, also, we need a fuel. Okay? The fuel, what is the fuel? It's the mindset and the motivation. We have the starting point, which is the vision. We have the end point, which is the ultimate goal of the startup. And we have the vehicle, which is the business model, which is a scalable and sustainable. Now we are talking about the fuel that is needed for the journey. The fuel is the right mindset and the motivation. So everybody asks himself, what is my motivation to do that business? And need to answer this question in a very transparent way. Okay? And regarding the mindset, adopting the fail fast, learn faster mindset is key when it comes to fueling the journey to success. Okay. Is it okay for now? Anybody having any questions? Okay, that's great.
So we'll ask questions at the end. When you're done with your presentation, there are questions we'll ask at the end.
Okay, that's great. So, what is the philosophy of fail fast, learn faster? This philosophy encourages rapid experimentation and learning. Okay? How? By embracing failure as a natural part of the process. Failure as a natural part of the process. What is literally different between being in a journey, on a road trip, on a practical road trip, and being in entrepreneurship is that in the normal road trip, you know the destination, you have a predefined and clear route to the end point. But in entrepreneurship, we don't have that way. We don't have a clear, predefined road to success. And entrepreneurship is about iterating, okay, to find that way to success, but in an efficient way. And here comes the fail fast, learn faster mindset. Okay. On the top of the mindset of the fail fast, learn faster comes the lean startup methodology. This methodology, it helps the startups uh, to focus on creating product that customers actually want. Okay. It helps also minimizing the waste and iterating quickly. It's very simple. It's all built on build, measure, and learn, iterate. That's how it works. You build a minimum viable product, you launch it to the market, and then you measure the impact. You get data from the customers, and you learn insights from these data, and then you get ideas on how to develop the product you are launching, and then iterate. Okay. The most important thing here is to make it as a closed loop circuit of build, measure, learn, and iterate. Okay, to do it very fast with minimal resources possible. Okay. Type. Let's understand or discuss the definition and origins of the concept of the fail fast, learn faster mindset. It all originated from lean startup movement and agile methodologies. And as you know, the lean startup movement started by Eric Ries and was literally in business, and agile methodologies was focusing on developing the product and so. So the fail fast, learn faster mindset, it helps organizations conduct quick, small scale experiments to test ideas or products. This is the mindset. Quick, small scale experiments to what? To test ideas or products. Let's back again to the phases that all startups pass through. It starts with idea, after that concept, after that commitment, MVP testing, and then growing and scaling. At every single stage, we need to make quick, small scale experiments to test the ideas, to test the hypothesis we have, or even when we have the product, to test the products and make sure that we are solving real problems to our customers. And that will allow us to identify the ineffective strategies very early. And as we said, perhaps we have in mind 2 or 3, 4 ways or roads to success, but we don't know which one will be working. So we need to iterate on each road to success, okay, to know which road is not a success road, okay, one after another, then to find the route to success in effective way. So we identify the ineffective strategies very early, so we can make adjustments without significant resources expenditure. Okay. Okay. Failure is very important when it comes to innovation and growth. It plays a vital, a pivotal role in the innovation process. Through embracing failure as a learning opportunity, we as a startup founders could encourage the experimentation, okay, where the culture of the startup, we create a culture of the startup that accepts failure. We motivate team members to explore creative solutions without being feeling fear of being blamed, okay. So releasing and creating a culture in the company that every single employee feels like he's empowered to make blend mistakes. That's what I see. planned mistakes to learn some kind of insights is very crucial and very important. And that's how we accelerate the learning thing, because each failure provides valuable insights into what works, what doesn't work. So we find more effective and more appropriate approaches to find the road to success. It also enhances resilience. We as a startup, we need to build the muscle of resilience. So experiencing and overcoming failures, it builds it builds the muscle of resilience. So we as a team feel like we are prepared to navigate future challenges. So blend failure is key when it comes to innovation and growth. We as a team, we can encourage experimentation. We accelerate learning through allowing or spreading the culture of it's okay to make blend mistakes. And that's how we build our resilience muscle. Here we need to clarify a very important thing. There is a big difference between productive and unproductive failure. What we are talking about, the fail fast here adopts or is caring to the productive failure. And we will explain the difference between both concepts, the productive and unproductive failure. So we need to be honest with ourselves that not all failures contribute to our success. Okay, so we need to understand the difference between productive and unproductive failure. Let's talk about first about productive failure. Okay, productive failure occurs when efforts are made to achieve a goal, a planned goal. We have a planned goal and we have made the whole effort needed to achieve that goal, but we failed to achieve that goal. Okay, and after that, we got a very specific insight that learns us a future strategy, learns us how to deal with that kind of failure in the future. This is very productive. Okay, it leads to learning and improvement and insights. So we have a planned goal that we want to achieve, and we have done the enough effort to achieve it, but we couldn't achieve it because of the uncertainty or the risk. So we learn it from that failure. This is productive. Type to be more clear, let's describe the unproductive failure. The unproductive failure results from lack of effort. We as a team, we didn't do the sufficient effort to achieve the goal. Okay, or lack of planning. We didn't plan the right way to achieve the goal. Okay, or lack of adherence to already established processes. We already have processes, but we didn't adhere to. Okay, this is our mistake as humans. Okay, we didn't do that. There is a lack of effort, a lack of planning, a lack of adhering to processes, and that leads to repeated mistakes without gaining any insights. This is our mistake as humans. Okay, this is not related to the risk and uncertainty. So if this is because of our faults or lack of, as I said, lack of effort or planning or so, and we didn't gain any insight, this would be unproductive failure. So the fail fast, learn faster methodology or mindset or philosophy, it's all about the productive failure. Okay, it's not about the unproductive failure. We should be caring to that. So by adopting the fail fast, learn faster philosophy, we can create an environment where failure is not feared of. We as a team, we are not afraid of failure because we are planning to fail. Okay, planning to fail is better than failing to plan. Okay, we have to have a plan, but it's okay as long as we have exerted the enough or the sufficient effort but we couldn't make it, or we couldn't succeed to achieve that certain goal, and we learned from it, then it's a productive failure. And that's what the whole thing is all about, the productive. And we need, as uh, teams, to be avoiding the unproductive uh, failure. Okay, guys, this philosophy is integral part of the whole journey toward innovation and success. Okay, let's have some case studies uh, from big names known like Kareem, Fisher, so and so. These are all from the MENA region. Uh, and these, all of them successfully pivoted their business models. They started the having in their mind, but using the lean startup methodology, they are navigating their way to success. They have initial assumptions, and they tested the assumptions step by step, stage by stage, as we explained, to find the road to success. And over the way, they found it would be more fruitful for them to pivot, to change their initial assumptions around the market they're gonna target, or the value proposition they are going to deliver to the percepted or the prospected market. And let's see how. For example, Kareem started at a corporate car booking service. It was just uh, for corporates. It was providing scheduled rides for business professionals. Okay, but adopting the lean startup methodology, the agile methodologies, the things we have talked about, fueled by the fail fast, learn faster mindset, they found, or they transitioned into a ride hailing platform, as known currently for general public, offering on demand rides through a mobile application, as you all know. For example, feature, it started as a traditional courier service. It depends on standard addresses for package delivery, as everybody knows. But exactly the same, they transition into a GPS delivery systems, allowing everyone using the application to assign the location for accurate deliverables. Also, Soap did the same. They started as auction-based website, similarly like eBay. Uh, but after that, they transformed it into a conventional e-commerce platform. So big names in the market, big startup, they could make it. They were adapting the concept of fail fast, learn faster, because it's pivotal to success. Time. How to implement a fail fast structure culture in our startups? There are many strategies actually to do that. One main thing is to encourage experimentation and explain how. One other thing is to balance risk taking with calculated decision making. One is to uh, overcome the fear of failure within teams. When we come to encouraging the experimentation, okay, as a leader in your startup, you need to promote open communication, to share ideas without fear of criticism inside the company, between the teams, with each other. Okay, you also could adapt to implement agile methodologies, frameworks like Kanban, Scrum Master, to enable iterative development. You need to allocate resources for experimentation. You need to dedicate time, to dedicate budget for R&D. Uh, for example, Google has a strategy or a technique which is called 20% time policy. It allows employees to spend portion of their time working out on innovative projects. So they are fostering the R&D and the innovation environment. And you as a leader need to celebrate learning from failures and to reward lessons learned from unsuccessful attempts. Actually, the other strategy is balancing risk with calculated decision making. You, as we said, you have to define clear objectives. Okay, you set specific measurable goals, and after that you conduct risk assessment to be able to know the potential risks and benefits before pursuing new ideas. You need to implement pilot testing, as we said, small scale tests before implementation. You need to be balancing the risk and the decision making, and so you need to establish feedback loops. And as we said, the lean startup methodology equips you with the right way to doing that. Okay, this is also to inform a decision, your decision making. Lastly, it's to overcome the fear of failure within the teams. You, as a leader, leading by example, you can open discussion, very openly discussion your own mistakes and the lesson learned with the teams. This transparency will build the trust between you and the team members. Also, there should be some kind of psychological safety. It's like everybody in the team should feel safe to take risk without fear of being blamed or punished or so. You can also offer training and support workshops on resilience and learning from failure. And lastly, we need to redefine the concept of failure. The whole narrative of failure as a negative outcome needs to be changed to be as a valuable learning opportunity. So these are strategies that we can use to implement a fail fast culture in our startups. There are some tools that and techniques that could help for rapid iterations. As we said, it's the minimum viable product, MVP. It's a very basic version of the product that includes only the essential features. We know clearly what is the problem, what is the core problems, and based on that, we build a core features, okay, that we launch to the market to get the insights, and then develop products or services, features that exactly matches the need in the market. Okay. Also, the agile methodology, like the using the Scrum, the Kanban, which is breaking down projects into smaller, manageable iterations or sprints. That's how we could release things to the market faster. We receive also immediate feedback based on the features we launch to the market, and it fosters continuous improvement and adaptability. Lastly is data analytics, which is key to be able to build or take informed decisions. It involves collecting, analyzing user data to gain insights into the behavior, the preferences, and the market trends. So as leaders, we need to be understanding what tools and techniques we can use for rapid iterations, MVP, agile methodologies, and data analytics. Okay, now we understood the fuel that we need to be running the vehicle, which is the business model, to the end of the destination. We need to have the right motive and the right mindset. And upon this mindset, we have talked about the fail fast, learn faster philosophy and the lean startup and agile methodology. Now we are over the road. We have roadblocks. Okay, we have to encounter roadblocks, which are unexpected challenges that test our resilience. As we said, failure with the right mindset will help us build the muscle of resilience. Okay, to be able to deal with future uncertainty or future things that will happen we are not expecting. So these roadblocks are the ones that test our resilience. In the entrepreneurship world, these roadblocks could be market misfits. We don't have the sufficient funding. We have a problem with hiring, attracting very talented guys. We have operations issues, and so we will have some kind of road block, or perhaps there's some kind of staff competition. So as we said, we need to encourage the experimentation. We need early to develop contingency plan. We need to stay adaptable and open to the change. We need to identify potential challenges very early, and the core here is to interact or reply on that in a very proactive way. Okay. As we have said, entrepreneurship is about uncertainty. It's about to see far. We should be able to anticipate risks, which these risks could be later a real blocks on our road way to success. So the process starts with determining exactly the likelihood of some impact to happen in the future. And after that, we find the solution for each risk. This is the process of risk management. Okay. Then we review risk assessment regularly and we identify the risks. We usually use the risk report card for every single strategic objective. We assess the likelihood of this to happen. We identify the critical issues, and we find proactively solutions to issues that could hinder or roadblock our way to success in case they need immediate actions earlier. Okay, it's all to be managing the risk, managing the uncertainty, to be proactively acting to potential risk that could harm the business, that could be causing issues along the road, which are the roadblocks over the journey. So now we have a road signs. We are throughout the way to success. There is a road signs. In the normal example, we have signs that guides travelers to take feedback. Okay, guys, can you hear me well? Everybody can hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, okay, that's great. So all over that journey, we should be actively seeking customer feedback. Okay, this is the road sign. Market data will provide a lot of insights that will inform us, help us to take informed decisions and make better strategies. Okay, tools like surveys, interviews, and every platform that helps us gather and interpret this information will help us and will work as a road signs. So we should be caring for the feedback coming from the market, the data we are gathering at every single point of interaction with customers. We need to make as many as possible based on the stage. For example, if we are in the idea stage, we have to make customer interviews, we have to make surveys, we have to do focus groups, we have to gather information. And after we launch the product, based on the lean startup methodology, we get the feedback through the iterations and we develop. Be careful to the road signs. It will inform you how to direct the vehicle, which is the business model, as we said, product and services, to the right direction. So we can achieve success all over the journey. The support system, as said, no journey is made alone. In the entrepreneurship journey, the support systems are your mentors, your advisors, your peer network, and they play a crucial role in your success. Okay, so engaging with these networks, it will provide guidance exactly what is happening here in Builders Tribe, and I want to thank them again. They are opening the stage for a discussion, for sharing knowledge and know-how. It will help to provide guidance, resources, encouragement, and also attending the networking events, joining incubators and accelerators, and all of that stuff, uh, working as the support system for you as entrepreneur over that journey. Because one single advice, one single insight could direct the startup to the right uh, direction. So this is my
All right.
closing.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much, Ahmed. Thank you so much. Amazing session, guys. I hope you were able to take notes and you've written down some things. If you have questions, very quickly, just drop your questions in the comment section. We have a few questions and we'll just take like one or two questions and then we can. Um, so, look, Ahmed Nazar is amazing. Ahmed Nazar is on LinkedIn, so you can connect with Ahmed Nazar on LinkedIn. So is how you spell his name, Ahmed Nazir. Connect with him on LinkedIn. If you have questions for him, he's happy to take your questions and answer more of the questions in case you have more. So just take some of the questions you have. So the first question we have is from Olivia. Olivia says, if you could give one piece of advice to someone just starting their entrepreneurial journey, what would it be?
starting the journey, someone just starting their entrepreneurial journey.
What will it be?
Yeah, yeah. Find a mentor, be connected with or be surrounded with the right people who have the right mindset, uh, and be ready to read about entrepreneurship and to learn from people who already were there and have done it before. Be curious to learn about entrepreneurship before jumping into the entrepreneurship world. This is my first advice. Do the exercise uh, in a very good way first. Read more about it, attend the events, uh, and try to get some kind of courses, webinars, and so to be understanding what it takes for you as a human being to be entrepreneur. And this will save you a lot of time and effort in the future.
All right, thank you so much, Ahmed. Guys, it was amazing. I think I'm so sorry we can only take one question for now. So if you have not answered any question that you have, please reach out to Ahmed. You can quickly send him a message on LinkedIn and he'll be able to respond to you. Thank you so much, Ahmed, for joining us today. Thank you so much for sharing. It has been very insightful. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. All right, guys, that was an amazing session from Ahmed Nazir. I hope you learned something. I did. Failure is not the end. Failure can be a pointer, it can be a redirection for you. You have to develop the fail fast, learn fast mindset because that is what you mostly need to be able to navigate through the entrepreneur world. Whatever it is that you're building, you need the fail fast, learn fast mindset. And thank you so much for joining, everyone who joined from Qatar, from Nigeria, from South Africa. I see you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pearl. Thank you, Ajiri. Thank you, Olivia. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Steven. I see everyone. Thank you, Tomiwa. Thank you, Timmy. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. We're very happy. And we have really exciting events coming up in the next 2 weeks, next 3 weeks, right? So the next event we have is the LinkedIn 101 for students. All right. So if you're here in Qatar, you would want to attend this, so everyone here in Qatar. So we are doing a LinkedIn training for students, and we're going to be training them on how to use LinkedIn and stand out as young professionals. And also, we have an amazing event as well on the 8th of February. This is for everyone in Qatar as well. It's called Tech Olympics Connect and Unwind. Get your Put on your shoes, put on your workout clothes, come work out and connect with fellow tech enthusiasts like you. That's what this event is about. On the 8th of February, you would want to mark your calendars. All right, guys. Look, if you at this point, if you have not subscribed to Builders Tribe, come on, come on, we have amazing sessions like this coming up. So click the subscribe button, subscribe to Builders Tribe, follow us on all our social media, handles. We are Builders Tribe HQ. Builders Tribe HQ. You can visit our website, see some of the cool stuff we're doing. Some of the cool stuff we're doing is also across our social media as well. It was great to spend this time with you guys today and learning about fail fast, learn faster. I'll see you guys in the next session of Tech Forward Talks. Bye for now.
Bring that joy. Bring that joy. Bring that joy.